The Brouwer 4000 automatic stacking roll harvester is a product of 50 years of harvester manufacturing and design experience. Hi, I'm John Owens, sales representative for Brouwer Kesmac Turf Equipment. The Brouwer 4000 follows the same tradition of quality and durability of previous generations of Brouwer harvesters. The 4000 is designed to provide an excellent quality of cut at a high cutting capacity with an operator environment that is comfortable, safe, and well positioned. The Brouwer cutting head is designed to make a clean and even cut in a wide variety of grasses and a wide variety of conditions. The pre-roller in the frame puts pressure on the sod immediately before the cutting head to prepare the sod for harvesting. The pressure on this head is adjustable for varying conditions of both soil and grass varieties. The fully floating cutting head has its own adjustable down pressure to be able to adapt to any cutting conditions. The Brouwer 4000 harvester has a reputation for being able to change field conditions, cutting lengths, or varieties with minimal adjustments. This works well when changing from Kentucky Blue to Creeping Bent, or from 10 square foot landscape rolls to 8 square foot retail rolls. The cutoff is operated by a hydraulically driven cam. The length of cut can be easily changed from the computer screen in the cab in small increments to accommodate sod stretch and customer preferences. There are pitch and roller adjustments on the cutting head to allow for fine-tuning to be able to produce the best quality of turf possible in a wide variety of conditions. The pitch is easily adjustable to accommodate moist and dry conditions. The roller can be adjusted to accommodate stony fields or lighter soil conditions. The cutting head can accommodate various cutting blade styles so you can use the best combination that work in your conditions. Standard blade, with or without fingers, form blade, V-blade, three-piece blade. Our cutting widths include 16 inches or 40 centimeters, 24 inches or 60 centimeters, 23 inches or 58 centimeters, and 21 inches or 54 centimeters. The sod travels onto the Brouwer low-profile conveyor mat. It has double the ribs and a low profile for excellent traction with very little stress on the sod. We have a tender sod function that matches the conveyor speed to the ground speed that will reduce the chance of tender sod pulling apart when the harvester speed is altered. The sod moves up the conveyor to the starter gate and into the starter tray. We have choices for starter trays that work best in different conditions. The typical Kesmac double starter gate and tray ensures a good start to producing a tight roll in extreme conditions. The second starter gate is a safety net for edges that miss the first gate because of a stone or debris on the conveyor. For uniform sod, the Euro tray and Euro short tray have been used with great success to create nice tight starts to the rolls. For those that like the Brouwer starter tray, it's also available. Our active roll-up system makes a tight and even roll to place on the pallet. The active roll-up will accommodate long rolls over 100 inches in length. In order to accommodate automatic stacking, it is critical that the flaps are in a uniform position on the index conveyor. At Brouwer, we accomplish this with our secondary roll-up conveyor. Each roll is individually measured and adjusted. When the roll is in the active roll-up, the sod passes a sensor on the conveyor. When the roll reaches the secondary roll-up conveyor, it is moving at the same speed as the main conveyor and is held in that position. When the tail of the sod reaches the correct position, the secondary conveyor stops and the roll is transferred to the index conveyor with the flap in the right position. If the operator wants a change in the position of the flap, they can change the tooth count to move the flap up or down. Once it is set, it will land in the same position for every roll, even when the conditions are changing in the field. The bad roll eject can be initiated at any time by the operator. When he sees a bad piece on the index conveyor, with the touch of a button, the index conveyor shortens, the roll drops on a slide to move it away from the edge, and the index conveyor automatically closes to accept the next roll. Rolls that land on the index conveyor are held in place by the index idler. As the rolls accumulate on the conveyor, they are held in position by the rubber paddles. The gripper head is positioned close above the rolls to make the travel distance short for speed and efficiency. When the roll size gets larger, the operator can react by increasing the roll diameter to accommodate for the change. This raises the home position of the gripper and avoids interference with the rolls. This change also moves the pick point for the rolls, ensuring that the ideal pressure is always applied when gripping the rolls. Movement of the index conveyor can be made forward and backward from the cab to accommodate issues that may occur with conditions. When it comes to lifting rolls from the index conveyor, the Brouwer gripper head picks them up with a clam motion that will keep the rolls tight and will easily pick up tender rolls. The curved tines wrap around the roll and keep the integrity of the roll as it is transferred to the pallet. Each placement on the pallet is controlled by an individual XYZ location. This allows for stable pallet construction with a clean and tidy presentation on every pallet. There is a squeeze feature that can be programmed into the top layers of the pallet to provide a more stable pallet. While in the gripper head, the rolls are laterally compressed to help pyramid the pallet for stability. The option is there for every pallet configuration for crown on or crown off. With 5 preloaded programs and the crown option, that provides 10 pre-programmed stacking configurations for each harvester. The Brouwer 4000 Euro includes some unique features that are applicable to the European market. The Brouwer Euro gripper head was created to perform special functions for making 1 meter by 1.2 meter pallets. The side clam function uses single tines that penetrate the ends of the roll and secure them to the hood of the gripper head. The single tines go deeper than the traditional clams and do well picking up tender and heavy rolls. This firm grip lifts the rolls and carries them onto the pallet. One function of this design is that the gripper can release the single middle roll to enable a placement of 4 rolls across the pallet. The single roll is dropped into the gap in between the 2 rows of 5 on the pallet. Then they squeeze together and are placed across the top. 2 more rows of 5 are set, and then another 3 settings of 1, then 4 are added to the next row. The other advantage of the single tine gripper is the reduced number of moving parts and the reduced weight of the gripper head. These 2 factors reduce the maintenance costs and increase the speed of the gripper head as it is lighter when moving the rolls and returning to the home position. The versatility of this machine allows for standard 1.2 meter by 1.2 meter stacking and 1 meter by 1.2 meter stacking with only minor changes. The amount of compression for placing of the rolls can be controlled by the Z location of the placement. Too little pressure makes an unstable pallet. Too much pressure creates excessive heating. Stacking pressure can also be adjusted by changing the roll size diameter selection. By choosing a smaller roll diameter, the arm will search for a lower position when placing the rolls on the pallet. This will increase the stacking pressure. After each row is completed, there is a wall compression function that automatically squeezes the sides of the pallet to keep the integrity of the pallet for appearance and handling. The movement of the stacking arm and hardware is designed to be done using the shortest possible tracks to each position. This allows for the fastest possible stacking ability and with shorter movements has less stress on the arm and components. The robotic arm is mounted on the left side of the harvester to provide balance to the harvester. It moves a short distance front to back to reach the stacking positions. Controls for the arm are available on a touchpad inside the cab or can be manually operated from beside the harvester. Controls for the pallet box and injection functions are conveniently located at the rear for easy pallet loading and pallet cavity access. When the pallet is complete, the 4000 will automatically slow down or stop for a smooth landing of the pallet on the ground. When the pallet is landed, the speed automatically returns to the harvesting speed. The harvesting speed is controlled hydrostatically and has a cruise control function. There is a deceleration pedal to accommodate brief speed changes and emergency stopping. There is a hold pallet function that holds a full pallet. When the pallet is complete, the operator can easily back the pallet out, select release, and drive out, leaving the pallet out of the way of the next pass, while automatically ejecting the next pallet. This is ideal when someone wants to harvest in the field when there is no forklift available to move pallets. The pallet injection system is a simple push bar with pallet lift tabs if you are using double-sided pallets. Safety is always important to us. The Brouwer 4000 has excellent visibility around the harvester to see objects and people near the machine. It is equipped with a rear camera that has a clear view behind the harvester when reversing. Audible backup alarm is also activated. There are 3 e-stop switches around the outside of the machine and 1 inside the cab. Another safety feature of the Brouwer 4000 is the requirement to sound the horn before the engine will start. This sound alerts anyone near the machine that it is going to fire up, and you should be aware that the machine parts may start moving. Our factory training includes operator, maintenance, and diagnostics training on site. To get the benefit of the Brouwer 4000, it is critical to operate the machine in its most efficient manner, provide regular maintenance to the machine, and be able to diagnose mechanical failures. Our diagnostic screen is a great help in quickly determining if there is a system failure. We also have telematics, which allows our technician to access your harvester computer remotely and make program changes and updates. When viewed from the side, you can see the well-balanced machine from the front that supports the weight of the cab, engine, hydraulics, and fuel. The rear supports the stacking hardware and the pallet. From side to side, the harvester is well balanced with the conveyor on the right located directly over the drive wheel. And the stacking hardware balancing the machine over the left side. The cab is a John Deere combine cab known for its operator friendliness. It is quiet, comfortable, ergonomically friendly, and provides excellent visibility of the field in front. The sod process from the cutting head through to the roll-up section and onto the index conveyor. We have an optional camera that is focused on the pallet and can be seen by the operator as he is looking forward in the cab. The stadium lighting makes nighttime harvesting seem like the middle of the day. The Brouwer 4000 is powered by a Caterpillar C3.6 Stage 5 turbo engine, known for its fuel efficiency and durability. For a dependable power supply to the harvester, the CAT engine will exceed the needs of the machine, and the worldwide support of Caterpillar is key to the sustainability of the machine. The Brouwer 4000 builds a nice square pallet with even sides, consistent flap locations, and a secure and stable pallet. It begins with a quality piece of turf harvested from the cutting head and rolled tightly into a firm roll, transferred to the pallet with a firm grip and firmly placed on the pallet. It is these quality pallets that the customer sees every time that establishes the quality of your product in the customer's eyes. The Brouwer 4000 is an excellent choice for harvesting in a wide variety of conditions and stacking patterns. The field support from Brouwer is there to help keep your machine operating at peak performance, and the durability means minimal downtime and low cost of maintenance parts. You can get more information from your Brouwer dealer or directly from us at our factory.